Good morning, students. Today in this lesson list manipulation, I am going to discuss few questions. This is question number 1. Write a program to increment the elements. Write a program to increment the elements of a list with a number. In this we have to accept one list. So let's an example. L is equal to eval input, enter the list, and one number that we will use to increment the values in the list, input, enter the number by which we want to increment. Then one blank list we have to declare to store the updated value, and we have to traverse the list for I in range. For I in range, length L means up to length L it will go, and lst dot append L I plus N print lst. Now one list we have to accept, and the number, let's an example 3. So you can see first number is 2, it is incremented by 3, 5, then 4 it is 7, then 1 it is 4, 3 it is 6, and 5 it is 8. Means every number is incremented by 3. So by this way we can increase the value by accepting the number separately in the integer form. Now students, come to the question number 2. Write a program that reverses a list of integers in place. Write a program that reverses a list of integers in place. Means at the same position the list which we have given, it should be reversed. L is equal to eval input, enter the list, print you entered L. Now this is the loop to traverse every digit from this list. For I in range, length L. Now this I, one val we have to take L I. Now this value will be the value at every position, means first, second, third, fourth, like this it is at every position. This value is means will be updated. Now from here rev is equal to 0 we have declared, and one blank list that will hold the values, this we have declared, while rev is greater than 0, while val is greater than 0, d is equal to val mod 10, rev is equal to rev into 10 plus d, val is equal to val slash slash 10, and after this loop we have to append the value inside the new list. lst dot append rev, it will perform the things, and every time when the value will come from upside, reverse will be 0. Print output is print lst. To be increment, basically the first one is running. By mistake I forget to make it comment. Now enter the list. Now you can see you entered 1 2 3, at the same position it is 3 2 1. Then you entered 5 4 2 and it is 2 4 5. Then you enter 63, it is 36. 158, it is 851. So at the same position values are now interchanged. So this was the question, and in this what we have done, we have accepted the value, and we have printed it. This is the blank list. This for loop will traverse the value from first to last. Few variables we have declared, and this variable will hold the value, then a reverse will hold the value, and now the reverse logic which already we have discussed, that we have used in this. Now lst.append rev, this is the method to insert the value in the list, and now it is the print. So like this way we can reverse the value at the same position. Now in the question number 3, we have to accept two lists, and we have to print the first list value, and then after we have to print the next list value. So this is L eval input, enter the first list. L1 is equal to eval input, enter the second list. Enter the second list. Now one more, L2 is equal to L plus L1. Now print the third list is print L2. Now this is not enter the I forget to make it comment, that's why this is a problem. Now make the second one as comment. Now see, this is the first list, second list. Now you can see 236 from the first and 689 from the second one. This is shown. This is the code, by this we can print this value. Now in the question number 4, in this question number 4, it is given that ask the user to enter a list containing numbers between 1 and 12. Means 1 to 12, one list will contain few numbers, and replace all the entities in the list that are greater than 10 with 10. If the number is more than 10, we have to replace it by 10. So L is equal to eval input, enter the list that must have numbers between 1 and 12. Now we have to traverse this list for I in range, length L, if L I means the value at that position is more than or equal to 10, then L, one more, one LST is equal to blank. I can take LST dot append 10, else LST dot append L I, print the output is print LST. Now here in this we can put some values. You can see the list is 1 2 5 4, 1 2 5 4, 12 and 10 is replaced by 10 and 10, and then 4 and 8. So this way we can replace the values which is more than 10 or equal to 10 according to this question. Now let's make this question as comment. In the question number 5, ask the user to enter a list of strings. Create a new list that consists of those strings with their first characters removed. So first we have to accept one string, eval input, enter the string, enter the list of strings, we have to create one new string that will hold the value, which will hold the value from every word. The first letter should be removed. So we have to traverse this for I in range uh, length L, and in this we have to take the value val is equal to L Li lst ls dot append val print the output is print ls. Now in this few strings we can accept. Now in this you can see ABC, only BC is there, HDFE, DEF is there, ETRT, only last three characters are there. So in this what we have done, we have accepted one list. This is the blank list. This is for traversing the list. In this val, Li will give you the complete word, and this is the slice. So if together we have written, it will cut the first value because we have not started it from 0, we have started it from 1, and then ls dot append val print output is this ls. So by this method we can write the codes. Now question number 6. Question number 6. Write a program to check if a number is present in the list or not. If the number is present, print the position of the number. Print an appropriate message if the number is not present in the list. Now in this case we have to accept one list, and in this list we can store the values enter the list n is equal to int input, enter the number to be searched. Now position one value, and for loop is used to traverse it. I in range, for I in range length L. Now if n is equal L I, if n is equal Li, print value found at position better than this we can use one flag flag is equal to 0, and in this POS equal to I and flag equal to 1 and break, else now here leave it. Now if flag is equal 1, print value found at POS, else print value not found. 5 value found at position 1. So this will traverse it from the first side. Question number 7. Create the following list using a for loop. A list consisting uh, of the integers 0 through 49. Now students, in this question we can write in separate programs also, but if it is given in one question, so I am telling you how will you write in one question with the help of while loop. Now while true we have to display some menu, so print a list consisting of integer 0 through 49. List consisting numbers from 0 to 49, means this is to display only 1 dot. Now in the second message a list containing a sequence of integers 1 squares of the integer 1 through 50, 2 for list of squares from 1 to 40, 1 to 50. Now print the list that ends with 26 copies of the letter Z. 3 dot list of all the characters with the multiplication of their position. Print 4 exit. Now value, let's an example C is equal to uh, 0, sorry, C is a choice int input, and no need to write, already we have shown options. In this, if C is equal 1, now here we have to write the first program. So on blank list we have to declare L is equal to blank, and in this we have to run the for loop I in range. It will go till 50, it will run from 0 to 49, and L dot append I, and then after print output print L. Now the first portion we can check. You can see it is holding the number from 0 to 49. 0 to 49. Second and third will not work because we have not given any condition. Now the second one, L if C is equal 2. Now for C is equal 2 we have to write the squares. Again L is equal to blank we have to declare, and for I in range we have to go 1 to 50. So 1 to 51, it will run from 1 to 50. L dot append append I dot I, and print output L. Now the second portion we can check. You can see 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. These are the squares of the numbers which is stored in this list. Now L if C is equal 3. Now if C is equal 3, so we have to create one list which is the with the alphabets which is having the multiplication with its positional value. Now L is equal to blank list, and for I in range 1 comma 27, it will go from 1 to 27, and now we have to take the ch is equal to small alphabet I have considered, and here L dot append. What we have to append, this we have to take care. Now ch is the alphabet in this ORD into I, and this whole should be converted in CHR. Basically here it is not needed into I. Now ch into I, and here downside we can append the value. It is now appended. We can update the value. Ch is equal to over d ch plus 1, and chr. Now here we can print it. Output print L. Third one, you can see A, B. Now here we can see that the values which we have displayed, it is shown to us in this form. This is the third program. Now still we have not given any control to stop the loop. It is at the fourth. L if C is equal 4, break print successfully terminated the program. Now break. Else print enter correct choice. One, 2, 3, 5. Enter correct choice. You can see again 2. You can see the squares. Again 1. You can see this one. Again 3. You can see ABCD. Again 7. Enter correct choice. If I will press 4, then you successfully terminated the program. So like this we can give the program of these options. Now you can see what I have done. In while true, I have shown all the lists. I have accepted one value C. If C is 1, now first question in that one list should be there, in all the numbers should be present. So I have written L is blank. I have started the loop from 0 to 49 and I appended the value, then output I printed. If the value is 2, then it means user want to see the squares. So I have made it a square and then I appended the value. If the user has given 3, it means he want to see all the alphabets multiplied with their position. So L is blank, CH is A I have started. Now this loop I have started from 1 to 26 and I have multiplied the character number of times as the position is coming, and then I have incremented the character. So we can't increment the character, means if it is A it will not be B, it will not be C. So we have to obtain its ASCII code, then add 1 and then again convert it in CHR, and that we can store in the variable that will be multiplied. Now if the user is giving this one, 4, then print the message and break it, means it will be stopped. And if any other message, if any other option is there, then please print the message that enter correct choice. So like this way you can write this code. Question number 8. Write a program that takes any two lists L and M of the same size and add their elements together to form a new list N whose elements are the sum of the corresponding elements in L and M. So in this, without checking if you are proceeding, it is a bad idea. We should check the length of both the list that user has given correct length or not. In this case, let an example L is equal to eval input, enter the first list, M is equal to eval input, enter the second list, and length L, means this is the length of L that I am going to calculate. Len L, basically we can write this directly. If length L is equal length M, print not print. In this section I will write the code, this is only to show you. Else print length should be equal length of both the list must be equal. Now is the first length 1 to 5, and in the second list you can see it is not working. Now once more, correct, means it is working. Now in this section we should write the code. One more list we have to declare, and we have to traverse the value from anyone because length of both the lists are same. For I in range length L, now n dot append L 0, sorry, Li plus M I LIMI, we will give the value, it should be and after this we will print the list. Output print n, first list, second list, sorry, by mistake, n is not defined. Oh, you can see 5 and 1 6, 2 and 2 4, and 3 and 3 6. Now it can add the values from both the list, and if the length of list given by user is not equal, then it will not perform any action. Length of both the list must be equal. So in this question, how we have done: L and M two list, N is the blank list. If L is equal N, length is equal N, then run the loop for any list, because length is same, so number of values are present in L, the same number of values are present in M also. N we have to consider as a blank string, and we have to update the value in N. So what we have to attend, we have to append the value L and the value M at the position I. Means if 0, then both will be at 0, if 1, then both will be at 1, and then we have to append it and we have to print the value. Now students, in question number 9, we have to just shift the position of all the elements which is present in the list. In this the last element should come first, and then the from first element it should go backside one by one. So consider the list. L is equal to eval input, enter the list. Now in this list, the last element we can find the variable last. L means from this we can access uh, len L minus 1 colon and print last. So let's see. You can see it can give you the last element in the form of list. Now the first set we want, so f underscore s means first set L, and in this L we can start it from the beginning, so we can use this one, and it should go up to length L minus 1. It should leave this value f underscore s, so that you can see 1 2 3 4 it is coming, and last element is coming separately. Now NL means new list, one blank, and in this new list N underscore L is equal to last should come first, and first set should go last, and print N underscore L. You can see the last element is displayed first, and the rest other elements are now shifted right hand side. So by this method we can find the values. If you will find the values, uh, one value if you will found, simply you will write the statement without this colon, then what will happen? It will be accessed in the form of integer, and one integer and one complete set of values will not be added. It will give you error. So we have to calculate this also in the form of list, and this also in the form of list, so that it should not give any error. Now students, Question number 10. In this question we have to display the Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series will start from 0 and the next term will be 1. Then after it is the addition of subsequent terms in the list. In the list or in sequence we have to give. Now write the program to read n to display the nth term of Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series is given here. Every element after that has the value sum of the two. The beginning of the sequence looks like. The program prompts for the elements print the value Fibonacci sequence, and don't try to just type out the entities list. It gets a big very fast. Element 25 is this, element 100 is this, so keep under the limit n to 20. Now you have to take one value. N is equal to int input, enter the value. If n is more than 20, then print please enter the value less than 20, else a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1, print a comma b comma and is equal to space for I in range n print sum here. The first program we have to make it as comment. Now you can see the terms and some more. You can see like this terms are displayed to us. After this, here we have to consider the value enter the enter the position to see the value. Now POS is equal to 0, POS is equal to 0. One more thing we can do here. In this case, we can use certain different approach. As v is equal to sum, I have used that append method. A is equal to 0, b equal to 1, and I have appended this in the list. And again, I am not printing; it is appended in the list. Now here, we can print LST. Now we can take the value from the user. V is equal to int input, enter the position, then after VAL is equal to LST V, and print value at position V is well. Now some indentation problem is there. Now this one, this will print the 10 Fibonacci series, and if I want to see the value at position 4, so it is showing the value at position 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the fourth position 3 is there, and at the fifth position 5 is there. So like this we can search the value in this question. Now next question number 11. In this, two questions are given, and both the questions we will try to solve in one question only. So while true, and here we have to print the menu, print enter sentence, longest string we have to display, and we have to find the length. So we have to enter the enter 1 for finding the longest string, print enter 2 for L is a list of numbers, print a new list where each element in the is the corresponding element of the list L summed with number n. So this is another question. 2 for adding a number in the given list, print 3 to 3 to exit. Now n is equal to int input, enter the choice. Now if n is equal 1, now we have to accept one string of one list of strings, eval input, enter the list of strings. Then after we have to uh, means string print the length of the longest string in the list of strings. We have to check at least one element should be there in this. So we have to find compare it if len s is less than 1, print it must contain at least one element, and else we have to traverse it for I in range length s, and st matlab that value which we are searching, st is equal to s I, one variable we need, max is equal to s 0. Now if length st is greater than max, then max is equal to we have to compare the length st. If max is greater than this, then max is equal to length st, and one variable we need to hold the value is equal to string value is equal to the value which is at this position. So s I will be the value. Now after this for print the longest word is value, and it is at and its length is max. Now let's see the first portion of this program. Number 1, ABC The longest word is Praveen and its length is 7. So you can see it can find the value and it can give you the length of this string. Now after this, second set L if n is equal to, now in the second case we have to take list. L is the list of numbers, so L is equal to eval input enter the list of numbers. Enter the list of numbers. Print a new list where each element is the corresponding element of the list L summed with the number n. Now one number is equal to int input enter the number lst one blank for I in range uh, length L. Now lst dot append li plus num print output print lst. Now we should check the second. Enter the list numbers. Now you can see the output is shown here to you. Now after this we have to write the third portion of this program. Print please enter the correct value, correct choice. Sorry, in third we have to terminate the program. You terminated the program, break, else print enter the correct choice. Now first check the one, enter the string. This is the string I have considered. Now few values I will change. At second position I am pasting it. I am deleting this one and this one also. Now Praveen, its length is 7. It can find here also. Now second one, number list 1. Now you can see it can add 2, 3, 5 and 6. If I am giving 4, enter the correct choice, and if 3, then you terminated the program. So this program is working properly. You have to note it down in your copy also. Now next question. Question number 12. Write a program to read two lists num and denum which contain the numerator and denominator of the same fractions at the respective indexes. Then display the smallest fraction along with its index. Question number 12. Two lists we have to consider, num and denum. Input, enter the numerators, denum equal to int, input, enter the denominators. Now append uh, these values according to their positions. So before this we should use L list of numerators. If we will consider this directly as eval and eval, so we can access it directly. Now if len num is not equal to len denum, len num is not equal to length denum, then print length of both the lists should be equal. Else for I in range, for I in range length num now we have traversed this, and now we will store the lst dot append num I double slash denum I, means division we will store, double slash it should not go more, otherwise it will hold 15 digits of precision. After this in the next loop for j in range length for j in range length lst, for j in range length lst, we will go in the lst and we will compare it with the max variable. Max is equal to the, you can say, 0. Now if lst I, here we can say lst lst max is equal to lst 0. We have declared this variable to compare it. lst I will generate 1 value at every position. Now if lst I is greater than max, then max is equal to lst I. Now print the max division is now in the first one we have to make it comment numerators 2, 4, 6. Let's an example, I have given this one. Now 2, 3 and 4, if I am giving 2, 3, 4, 1, maximum division is 1. Once more, if 5, 6 and 4 is given and denominators 2, 2, 2 is given, then third one 2, 3 is 6. Maximum division is 2, then 2, 3, then 2, 2. Now with this example you can see 3, 5 and 6, 2, 2, 2, 3 is the maximum division. Now question number 13. Question 13. In this question it is given, write a program to display the maximum and the minimum value from the specified range of indexes of a list. Now one list we need eval input enter the list of values, enter the list of values. Now n we need to specify the range of indexes. Int input, enter the first initial range, and n1 is equal to int input, enter the final range. So in this we have to run the loop only in that particular range. For I in range n comma n1 plus 1. In this range our loop will run, and before this we need few values. Max is equal to L 0 and min is equal to L 0. This we have considered. Now here we have to compare if L I is greater than max, max is equal to L I if Li is less than min, min is equal to Li print the max value is max, print the min value is min. You can see in this from starting to 6 range I have given. So 6 is the maximum value and 1 is the minimum value. Once more we should run this. Now range I am giving from starting to last 0 and final 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can see the max value is this one and the minimum value is this one, last 2. So this program is running like this. Question number 14. We have to accept one blank list and we have to uh, transfer all the duplicate elements from this list. L is equal to eval input enter the list. Now one blank list I have declared, and blank list is this, which we have declared for I in L if I in D E D U P D U P dot append I, else D E D U P dot append I, and after this for L is equal to D E D U P plus D U P print modified list is print L for I in L. Now the list is, you can see 1 2 5 4 5 2 5 1 5. Once again, this is somehow relevant list it is. Now you can see here 3 times 2 I have given, and all the 2's are now removed after this single values, and all the duplicate elements are now present after this. So like this we can uh, displace them from the first to the end position. Question number 15. Now in this question, write a program to compare two equal sized lists and print the first index where they differ. So L is equal to eval input, enter the list. L1 is equal to eval input, enter the second list, enter the first list, enter the second list. Now if length L is not equal to length L1, print length of both must be same, else. Now for I in, we have to traverse it. For I in range length L, for any length we can go because both are same, and one variable flag equal to 0 if L I is not equal to L1 I flag equal to 1 break. Now one more variable we need to hold the position, flag equal to 1, position equal to I. Now after this, if flag is equal 1, then print the values are different at POS. Second list 1 2 5 5 3 2. Now all values are same. At fourth position it is, sorry, third position it is different. You can see 1 1 2 2 5 5. Now here 4 and 3 it is. So at the third position 0 1 2 3, at the third position it is different. Now students, this lesson is complete, and maintain your copy. If you have any doubt you can ask me during the online classes. Thank you.